Hey guys, hi, it's Brent Abel here, WebTennis. I want to follow up with a tip on your second serve. A follow-up from what we did last week. Last week what we talked about was making sure that this racket shoulder felt like it was going up into the ball rather than sort of coming around the outside corner of the ball, so that you really gave yourself an opportunity for topspin to really ensure that you get that second serve safely over the net and you hit with enough spin to help it pull it back down inside the service line. The key to that setup position, with making sure you get the racket shoulder in that position where you can swing up, is with your toss. And the two things with the toss is, number one, the tossing motion helps you be consistent with the placement of your toss. But equally as important is the position that your tossing motion puts you into to be able to have a good hit. And so here's what I mean. We see a lot of players who toss and they get to just about here where they release it and they stop the tossing motion. They might get the ball in the right spot, but the problem is, as you can see right here, this is not a great position to be serving from. So think about the finish of the tossing motion as really the most important part of it, because that sets you into the proper hitting position. So, if you're going to release the ball right about here, just slightly above the top of your head, what you do afterwards is really the key to getting set up for a good serve, especially if you want to hit a topspin serve. So what I feel is that when I release the ball here, I'm only halfway done with my tossing motion to get into that setup. And the finish for me is always going to be with my tossing arm straight up in the sky and this front shoulder up and the back shoulder down, so we can follow up on what we did last week, which is to make sure that shoulder gets a chance to go ahead and swing up to the ball. So, make sure that afterwards, after you release the ball in here, that you continue to go. I sort of feel like there's sort of a rhythm to it, kind of a tempo, that you start the motion, arm goes down, it straightens out, and as it goes up, it just continues up to that finish position after you release the ball. There's not a stop, there's not kind of a herky-jerky and then a go. It just kind of keeps going until you finally get into that proper kind of a deep-seated setup here for that serve. And the only way you can do that is if you have a good tossing motion. So make sure this week, get out and practice this finish position on your toss to make sure that it's here. Catch a bunch of balls. You don't have to hit them, but just make sure that you're getting there, and I guarantee you that second serve is going to get a whole lot better. Right below the video, comments, feedback, questions, let me know. Have a great day out there today.